Hello lovely friends. I can hardly believe that I'm sitting here celebrating 1,000 subscribers. When I started sharing my creative projects, I never imagined that I would meet so many beautiful people and have such a lovely warm welcome, and that people would choose to spend their time crafting alongside me. So first of all, I just wanted to thank you. Whether you've been here from the beginning or you've just only recently discovered me, I just want to thank you for your support, encouragement, all your kind comments, and your friendships also that I've made through junk journaling. They mean more to me than I can put into words. So I just wanted to introduce you to myself and tell you a little bit about me. I'm Meg and I'm from Australia, and I've been making journals for probably 10 years. Before that, I taught mixed media classes and all sorts of other craft classes. I've always been a crafter. I used to make jewellery. I used to do Copic pen cards, shabby chic cards. I started journaling about 10 years ago, and I've evolved. So a lot of my journals, I started very, very plain, perhaps how you did. I just wanted to learn how to sew in signatures. So I'll just quickly, briefly show you. These are my beginner ones. So this is where I first wanted to teach myself how to sew a journal together. So I just chose some really nice textured papers and some stamps and laces, and I taught myself how to sew a book. So I made a few of those. They were about 10 years ago. So I made a few of those, and then slowly over time I've progressed. So just lots of lacy layers, and then I started to progress a little bit. So I was doing hard covered ones with dangles. This isn't actually finished. This is my butterfly one, which I actually love to this day. It is so sweet and has beautiful butterflies and trims and flip out pages and nice textures, but it's not finished either. So I've got this one to finish also. I keep on finding the next best thing. So I started doing see-through pages and pretty trims, sewing using my sewing machine. Then I discovered sewing journal covers, and I use my mixed media on my journal covers. So I started doing mixed media, and then I started doing a little bit of dark goth and using mixed media and just die cuts from my craft days. And then I started making handles and all these incredible bits and flips and pockets. So that's where I started. And then I've progressed over the years. I've made so many journals. And if you like the sewing of these ones, that was Barbara from 49 Dragonflies. I loved her sewing tutorial on grocery bags. So that's where they started. And then I've progressed, and now I am doing more neutrals and using my mixed media that I used to do in my junk journals that you see that I'm creating now. So what I've done is I've created a giveaway. So I've prepared this 1,000 subscriber thank you, and I wanted to share this with you all. So there will be a link, and you'll be able to download this directly to your own computer and print it out. So I've just printed them in different papers, different printer settings, and you can see you can get different colours depending on what paper you use. So what I've done is I've started to prepare them, and I'm going to place them in this journal. And it's just going to be a short video of how I've used these things that I've prepared, and I'll just go over that now if you'd like to join me. So first of all, I've got the cabinet card, and all I've simply done is I've cut it out and I've stuck it on just some old folio paper. So that's all I've used. And that one, let's find a place in this little journal that's progressing. I was thinking here would be quite great, and I'd like to put a bit of a backing paper on it. You see me using layers, and I thought this little one here would be perfect. And I'm just going to tear this down so it fits the page. And this is pianola paper, of course. So it's a piece of pianola paper, and I'll just tear that across the bottom. And that's going to create Just a lovely little frame for the back. A little bit of tea-dyed ink. And these tiny little images that I've created for you. Hopefully you'll be able to use them in your junk journal or a collage project. And I hope whoever receives this is going to enjoy creating with it as much as I do. And I do have to give a huge shout out to Sarah Lee. I can't remember whether I have thanked her today or not. So Sarah Lee Armstrong, I became friends with her through a mutual friend who is another junk journaler, Carol. God bless you, Carol, for introducing us. And we became friends and began chatting. And Sarah Lee saw what I was making and suggested that other people would love to see what I create too, which was really lovely. So thank you so much, Sarah Lee, for your encouragement and support and helping me on this journey. Without you, I wouldn't be here. So I've got this little tag and I'm just going to pop a little bit of lace in the top. These things are just so easy to make such a difference in your journals. Little tags, a little bit of ribbon. So what I've done is I've put a little eyelet in. I've backed it with some music paper. I'm just going to poke some lace through. Super simple. Then I have got some other little bits. I thought maybe a little bow and a little bird. So I'm just going to, that's a bit of tulle with a button sewn on. So a tiny little bit of tulle, a button sewn on, a tiny little clip, and that's going to tuck in there. And it just goes beautifully with the neutrals. So let's move on and find a place for this not so neutral one, this one here. So this one, we will find a perfect place. I know I saw one. I saw one earlier. Where was I going to put it? It was on the back of something plain. It was on the back of a plain envelope. Here. Okay, so this is my idea for this one. So when I created this one, I created a back to it because I really like the idea of being able to have a flip with this. So what I did was I had a little bit of shopping bag. So I believe trying to, reuse everything. So this is just a piece of grocery bag. So a piece of grocery bag, and I've cut a strip that is the same size as this one, and I've just used pinking shears to go around the edge, and I've folded it. What I want to do is actually glue a part of that in here. So simply I'm going to run some glue down here, and I'm just going to glue it on the inside of that flap. And at the same time, then I will also glue the inside down. And I've just used a little bit of tea dye ink, so when you close it, it's got that little bit of grunge look. Just add a tiny bit of glue. We want that to stay down, and we're going to close that in. We'll just give that a little push down. And then this is going to glue onto here, and then that's going to become a flip. So I'll just put a bit of glue on the outside. So then with the whale tails, so all these little whale tails that I created, I just glued it down onto that card, and then I cut them out. and I'm left with the whale tail. So then what I'm going to do is just ink around. And I do like to ink on the inside of it, because even when we glue it, you do sometimes glimpse a little bit of that white card through. So just inking around the inside. And this, I think, will go really nicely just here. Decisions. I might go that way. It'll add a bit of detail for that one. So I'd like to glue that on, but I'd also like to put an eyelet in it so I can hang a dangle off that also. So I'm just going to pop an eyelet in and I'll be back. Now I'm going to hang the dangle, we said that way, but then it'd punch through the bottom. So I'm actually going to punch the hole through here, and then I'm going to put on a eyelet. So this is that crocodile tool that I just love. Makes eyelet setting so easy. If you do have troubles with your crocodile and you struggle using it and you'd like a video, I am more than happy to do a video for you, a quick one, to show you how easy they are to use. So that one is going to go here, and I always put my eyelet in and then I glue down my tabs. I find they work a lot better that way. Okay. And I do try and repurpose or use reclaimed items in my journals the majority of the time. The majority of everything you see is reclaimed. I do go on a little bit of a hunt for things. I think once you have your mind set on finding something, you actually start to see them pop up everywhere. It's crazy how that happens. And also through the community, you're going to meet some really lovely people and create friendships and then start swapping things, which is pretty amazing also. So I do have this really lovely little charm. It's punched out of 1800s ledger, which is actually this ledger paper here. So I'm going to put that one in here. Actually, we'll need the bulb one for a corner. And then we're going to fill this little tuck spot up with a couple things. We could also put some seam binding to break it up with some white, but I'll leave it pretty simple. So I've got a nice charm on the edge, and then we're going to fill this up. So I've got a little box of photos. Some of these are my mum's, so let's just flick through. There we go. There's an old one of Sydney, Australia. So I'll pop that in. Just get that in there. There we go. And perhaps a little tag. So I've got some tags I came across the other day. Some little, admit one, they were from someone's parents' movie theatre. And she was cleaning out a container of her parents' items. So I might just pop that on here, and I'll find something else to put on there as well with it later. So there we go. So let's find a home for this next one. So I've got this next one. I've used a Tim Holtz embossing folder, and then I've rubbed some of the tea dye stained ink around it. And let's find a little home for this one. I don't know whether I'm at the front or the back. I think it's more towards the front. This one has a home. I did see somewhere to put it, but where was it? I think it could possibly even just tuck in there. So I hope you've enjoyed today's giveaway and you find it useful, and thank you for following me, and I definitely would love to have you join me. I've got some great things coming up, some great ideas, things to further fill your journal. I don't know whether I'll ever get this one finished. I seem to keep finding things to fill it with, so there probably won't be an end date at the rate I'm going. I just wanted to thank you so much. Your support has helped me in this little creative corner grow into something that I hadn't imagined that would happen so quick. I wasn't even really prepared for having so many subscribers so quickly. I've got some beautiful things that I've created and I can't wait to share them with you in the next couple of weeks. So bye for now. Happy creating, Meg.